Like when you said that you heard about the buddy system, I was like, like people hear about us, and that's fucking crazy to me. I don't know, man. I'm excited. Actually, I'm excited because I write questions as we go, but I had questions about that. If you're up for it,
I'm out for it. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
So, all right, here's the way I wrote it. It's the question and then my assumption, and then I want you to tell all the things I'm thinking wrong.
Perfect. Okay. I love that. By the way, I haven't introduced August. August is here. August, get the camera on there, August.
Yeah, I'm a little tall for it. We have it set up for your wife, and she's not quite 6'5", but if I stood up straight, you won't see my head, so I don't mind hunching over a bit.
But that's August, our engineer. Thank you very much, August, for being here.
Of course. No, thanks for having me here. And I'm glad to actually... I'm sure you know, but I know Aaron.
Yeah. That's what happened. It was like,
hey, August.
This whole fucking crush thing was like, oh my god, you're here! Oh my god! Okay, so tell me.
Okay, so one of the things that I've slowly been experiencing now with people hearing about us, which feels great. There's also people who very clearly don't like us. Apparently,
why?
I don't know. It's interesting. This started happening maybe a little less than a year ago. People were being like, hey, man, did you hear people talking shit? And at first, like, I'll tell you the progress I went through. At first, I was like, what? No, fuck them. We didn't do anything to them. And then I went from that to curiosity. Like, well, they are talking about us, so that's good. And then went from curiosity to almost a little level of pride of like, the more people that are upset, I mean, I don't feel like we've done anything to anybody. So the more people that are upset means someone gives a shit. And so now my assumptions now is how to deal with that is to just look at it as a positive, as like you're even if people are talking shit, it's still them talking about us. That's the mentality I'm having so far. So what am I doing wrong?
Nothing. That's the whole point.
Oh, dope.
Do you understand? You're doing what you were supposed to be doing. That's why the people are talking.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want those fucking... if you don't want those responses, if you don't want those answers at the end of the day, sorry, don't do what you're doing. You understand? They're going to go like... They're going to shit on you regardless. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If you do good or if you do bad, they're going to shit on you regardless. So the fact that they're even talking about you, that's fucking great. Now they're talking about you, they recognize you, and they go, oh, shit, let me shit on that guy. The reason is because they never had the balls to do it themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And so they go, shit, I thought I should have thought of that. I should have done that. My recommendation to you guys is make enough noise here. Get good. Get really good. Get really good at your stand-up. Really know what you're trying to say. Do you understand? That's the difference. Is jokey jokes, anybody can do a jokey joke. But what are you trying to say? Get to that point, and then get to Hollywood as fast as possible. This mentality about, I stay in the IE, Hollywood will find you. No. Nobody's going to find you out here. If you want the fast track, get the fuck to Hollywood as fast as you can.
What about like New York? Is that a different?
Okay, but you live in California. You're 45 minutes away. Why the fuck do you want to go to New York? Do you understand with me? I'm being really honest with you. This is the truth. You want me to hit you with the truth? Hollywood is the only one that's going to give you the fucking job. Do you understand that? You're close enough to Hollywood. That's the best fucking bet. Create monsters out here.
Yeah.
Tell these comics to work on their fucking shit.
Yeah.
Show me that you fucking belong. Let me put together showcases. But if you're going to be that fucking representative, bro, that takes a big fucking load. Do you understand? You have to pick that fucking up. And a lot of these comics are lazy as fuck. And the most passionate ones and the most talented ones are the most fucking laziest ones. Does that make fucking sense?
Oh, it makes perfect sense. I'm thinking of people in my head right now.
Exactly. So if you're going to be that bearer of the fucking carrying the flag and stamping it in the fucking Hollywood scene, that's going to be you, then bring the best of the best. Now, all you mediocre motherfuckers in the IE, they go, why don't I get a chance? Then step the fuck up. This motherfucker has one chance to crack Hollywood. And you're not going to do it, bro. If you're fucking half-assing your shit and this motherfucker has to represent you, he needs to sell you.
Yeah.
That's the difference is, Aaron, if you become that representative for the IE, if you're that guy that goes to Hollywood and says, here's the best of the IE, you need to be fucking verified. You understand? People need to understand that when you say this is the best, they go, yes, this is the best because Aaron said that. And if you bring some mediocre shit from the IE and they go, is that what Aaron said? Fuck, then Aaron doesn't have a fucking word to carry. It's fucking comics. So you understand? This is a great playing ground. You know why this is awesome? What you're doing is that you can fuck up. I can go to the cupcake factory.
Cupcakes and Curiosities.
Exactly.
On Fridays.
Hey, big sponsor.
Yeah,
What's up?
Yo.
But you can suck ass there.
Yep.
You can suck ass in Hollywood. And I'll tell you why. And this is something personal, man. When I first started the refried shows at the Hollywood Improv, Rita came down to see me. Rita is one of the major bookers at the Hollywood Improv. And she saw my set. And everybody was having a great time. All the Mexicanos, all the Mexicans in the audience were just fucking, dude, this guy's awesome. But in her eyes, she didn't see mainstream. In her eyes, she saw, okay, this is a great guy. He's a nice guy. But he's not mainstream. And he sells out our shows here, so we're going to keep him here. And he apparently, Mexicans love this guy, but he's not mainstream. That's it. She never saw me again. She never booked me for any other shows. She never recommended me for shit. She never did anything for me because she understood that's what he is. A Mexican comedian that caters to Mexican comics or Mexican audiences. That's it. 8 years later, she sees me again. She goes, oh my God, you're amazing. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Richard. For 8 years, I always thought you were just this fucking Mexican comic. My God, you're fucking amazing. But it took 8 years because her first impression of me was just some Mexican hacky comic up there doing the shit. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when you bring these guys from the IE, they better be ready because they only get one crack at it. Once industry sees you and sees you be mediocre or you're hacky, they're not going to fucking see you again for years.
Yeah.
I'm being fucking honest. You might think you're killing the IE, but your reference jokes about fucking here the IE don't fucking cut in Hollywood. They don't cut in mainstream. So come with your fucking best A shit. And if you didn't select them, because this is the thing, somebody has to carry that cross. Somebody has to put a refried name to it. Somebody has to put the buddy system name to it. Somebody has to do that shit for other people to move. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't know. Why didn't anybody else do this shit?
Why would other people do it?
Yeah, like why did you have to do it?
When I first started doing comedy, I was in San Diego and I was in college and I was half-assing it. That's a whole other story. But when I came out here, there was just nothing. And so I think I did one spot. I drove out to Anaheim for 3 minutes that sucked because there was no other places I could go. And I was like, well, I don't like doing that. So I want a place where I can perform. So then I made this open mic at the Hideaway Cafe, and it blew up to a point that was really crazy. I didn't know how to keep control over the comics. The comics were acting crazy, smoking weed and being loud in front, scaring people away. I was not a good host. Like I used to lash out at audience members. Like I couldn't, you know what I mean? I couldn't keep control of myself. And so then we lost that spot. And then George was helping me at that point as well.
What George?
George Frito. He's my partner. So it was just becoming too much. I had a show at on Tuesdays. I was starting to do a show on Saturdays. So George came in, and then it just naturally grew from there. That's so it was essentially just a need to perform somewhere. So I might as well just make my own thing. And now it's kind of grown.
Yeah, like besides Who else was doing shows out here in the IE?
I know it used to be Rick Rome a lot.
Rick Rome, dude. Rick Rome was my era, bro. Rick Rome still doing shows out here in the IE. But this the thing is, I'll tell you something, and I love Rick Rome. Mm. That's my boy, dude. He's one of the most humble people I've ever met, dude. Rick Rome, funny as hell, too. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
But he never made that leap to Hollywood. A lot of these guys out here that make their name out here in the IE, they're known. Rick Rome is known out here. I mean, he's a legend out here. Everybody knows Rick Rome.
Everyone knows Rick Rome.
Exactly. But never made that leap to Hollywood. And guys, I'm telling you right now, the buddy system, put it together, get into one of those major clubs, either Laugh Factory, Comedy Store, or the Improv.
Yeah.
You're in there. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You got to get in there, but you got to get your following strong. And your following has to believe in you guys. We'll go, fuck it. I'll go from Riverside to L.A. or to fucking Hollywood just to see my boys.
I have 2 things on that.
Okay, tell me.
All right. So the first thing is, and these are the assumptions and things we're doing, then tell me how I'm wrong.
Okay.
All right. So with the Improv, now that we're in there, we're doing these weekday shows. Mm-hmm. I know we talked about this outside of Cupcakes too. Yeah. We don't want to fill up a guest list and give out a bunch of free tickets. Right now, the goal is to make sure we set a standard in the very beginning that that you pay for a buddy system show. It is of quality, and you reinforced that on Cupcakes.
Okay,
I think
yes.
Okay, I'm not interpreting that wrong.
You're not, absolutely
perfect. And the second thing was finding a fan base. So that's been the thing that's been difficult. Most of the stuff that we do is it's open mics.
Can I say this to everybody that's listening right now? Listen, motherfuckers, if you're in the IE and you feel like second-class citizens and you feel like fucking LA guys are fucking fronting on you and telling you, oh, we're the best, we're in LA, we're in Hollywood, fucking come and rep, dude. Come and rep when your IE boys and the fucking buddy system shows up to Hollywood. Represent, show up strong. Like, really, you have to build that community with your people out here in the IE. Like, we're not second-class citizens. We don't just fucking show up to fucking, oh, you're more than welcome to come in. Fuck you, dude. We sold out the fucking event. Yeah. So if you want to represent the IE, show up and support your guys. Like, the reason they're out here is that they don't want to drive all the way to fucking Hollywood. That's what you said.
Yeah.
And what do? They entertain the IE audience. So if you ever bought a ticket or you ever seen these guys, you would show up to Hollywood and go, fuck it. Dude, this is their night. We're going to dress up.
Yeah.
Like, I want them to know, dude, the IE for some reason has a fucking point to make. Does that make sense?
We're scrappy.
I'm just saying, dude.
We're real scrappy.
You're Atlanta in '94. You understand? You're Atlanta. You're outcast in the BT Awards.
We're getting booed.
Yeah, nobody fucking talking to you, motherfuckers. But then in 2000s, everybody wanted to fuck with you. You know what I mean?
That's the plan.
Right now, you're Atlanta, bro. You're outcast right now.
That is a pretty big compliment.
No. You're outcast right now. But I'm telling you, the IE is coming with fire. But that's the thing. If you're going to be the gatekeeper, if you're going to be the person that's going to be bringing these up and giving these guys stages, the guys that are listening to this podcast, I want you to understand, bring it. You understand?
Yeah.
You represent the IE. You can't fucking just show up with your mediocre fucking hacky jokes. You bring some fucking heat.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to fucking make that night in Hollywood when they can showcase, they can't get mad when they're fucking doing mediocre shit. I'm sorry to tell you. You don't have to tell them, but I'll tell them right now. By all means, bro, bring them down to the buddy system. You already got a weekend at the Ontario Improv. That's the first step.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, bro, since I can remember, nobody could do that. Nobody ever gave promoters nights. A lot of these comic clubs would open up Wednesday through Sunday, and they wouldn't open up Monday, Tuesday, or any other fucking night, just Wednesday through Sunday, and they would do their own shit. Open mic on Wednesday, and then the rest was the comedy club and the fucking comedian. Then here I come with refresh shows. And all of a sudden, every Latino got the balls to go, fuck it, let me go tell the Improv if I can have a night. And it was good. It was good because everybody did. But then everybody started doing free night, free tickets. Fuck that, dude. We all got to eat, man. And if you're a fan, if I'm asking you for $15 and if I'm asking you for $10 and you don't want to come fucking spend that money, dude, you're fucked up, dude. You're really fucked up, dude. That's nothing to pay for the fucking talent you're about to see.
Yeah.
And then you can take a picture with those motherfuckers and they're grateful as fuck. You know how many times somebody went to go see George Lopez for $10 and took a picture? Until this day, they still post it on their fucking Facebook. Fuck me, George beginning. Lopez. Motherfucker, you weren't even fucking there. But now you get to see all these guys from the IE. And once they start coming from the IE, you go, oh, I'm from the IE. Motherfucker, when the fuck did you go to one of the fucking shows?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, yeah.
So don't carry that patriotic flag when you never fucking support it. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know I went on a rant. I'm sorry.
But the fan base thing. So what I've been doing is I've been doing street stand-up in Redlands. So
what is street stand-up? Tell me.
So I used to go busking. I used to play music on the street. I would rap and freestyle, whatever. And that's how I made my money out throughout college and a little after college. And then all this buddy system shit happened, and I was like, I want to find a place just for me where I don't have to worry about anything else. And I remembered that Dave Chappelle apparently got like a speaker and did it up in New York.
Yes.
And so I was like, all right, well, I've performed on the street before. I guess the only difference is that it's just going to be comedy. It's not going to be music. So I got all my shit and I went up to Redlands, and I've been doing it almost like once a week, maybe twice a week. I take pictures with people when I'm out there. And so what I've been doing is promoting myself in a really personal way like that. So I take pictures with everybody out there.
Nice.
There's, let's see. Let me find, there's more. Just like everybody, and I try to shout everything out. I promote that way, and so my theory is if I can be on the street, there's no stage. It's really personal. Like I'm out there for hours. It gets to a point where I'm not even doing jokes anymore. We're just talking about life, and so I feel my theory is like if I can get them on a personal level and make them understand that the buddy system is authentic, and we are not great comics yet. We're still working at it. We're all about 4 or 5 years in consistently. But if I can show them that to understand that if they stick with us now, we're all going to get better.
Listen, the things that you've been doing on the streets is fine. You know what that's going to give you? Confidence. It's going to give you the ability to not have any shame.
Yeah,
does that make any sense?
I've lost a lot since.
Okay. So you lost a lot of shame. So now you understand you're just holding on to your skills as a comedian, as a performer. So, listen, man, not everybody has it to do stand up. You understand? Some people do it to fit in. Some people do it to have friends. Some people do it just to fucking want to do something and say I have a job. It's up to you, man. At the end of the day, man, the buddy system can be this buddy system, but the buddy system also has to understand that if Aaron takes off, Aaron takes off. That doesn't mean you forget about the buddy system. It just means that, shit, let me get fucking secured, and once I'm in, then I'll bring you guys in, whoever was still there.
So, like, what I'm doing seems to be more of a benefit for me as a comic than it is the buddy system as a whole.
Okay.
No, I was asking, like, if I guess because they are only seeing me, they're not seeing all the other IE comics. So, I don't know.
No, it's okay. No. But this is the thing is you created something called the buddy system.
Yeah,
we're buddies.
Understand? Yeah.
Do you understand? You created that.
Yeah.
Even though Refried, that's up there.
Yeah.
Refried, I created Refried. But more people knew about Refried than they knew about Richard Villa. That's what happened, man. More people knew about, the Refried show on Friday nights. Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, all these guys showed up. Louis C.K., all of them would say, where's the Refried show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy that books it. That's
not the Richard Villa show.
No. So then they would say, hey, what's up, man? I'm Louis. Yeah, what's up, Louis? Hey, can I get up? Yeah. But nobody knew my name. They just knew the Refried show. Like, they knew the Refried show. Friday nights, you can get a fucking full house. It's going to be awesome 10 o'clock show at the Hollywood Improv. Do you understand? So the buddy system becomes bigger than you. And so how does you as Aaron define yourself differently than the buddy system?
Is that a rhetorical or you?
No, I'm asking both.
I guess the street stand-up thing has helped, but outside of that, having a very clear and distinct voice, comedic voice and style. Yes. Like I think it's fair to say, and August, you see me do comedy relative to the other IE comedians. I think it's fair to say that whether you like my style or not, it stands out. It's very clear when I'm on stage versus other people.
Yeah, definitely. He has a stage presence that stands out. You know, you go up or you go see Aaron and you say, that's Aaron. Like, even if you're standing in the back of the room, even if you don't know Aaron, you're turning around because you got to hear who this guy on stage is.
The vibe is way more, I don't want to see, sad is the wrong word, but like the vibe is more somber. It's way more somber, and it's part, a part of that is just kind of who I am, and the other part is I'm trying to make it very distinct and clear that when I'm on stage, you are going to see something different from what other. What was that?
I guess I'm navigating somewhere.
Are you navigating somewhere, August? God damn, August. Thank you. That's the engineer here at the podcast. I'm sorry, man. You have to deal with this bullshit.
That was a metaphor for this long road that I'm making with my voice.
Sorry, he's being fucking saying some deep-hearted shit, and you're like,
no, but I guess the way I'm trying to do that is just make sure my style and who my voice on stage is distinct for everybody else. That's my plan.
Yeah, that's it. And guys from the IE, man, I really cheer for all the IE people now that I live out here. but I'll be honest with you. If you think that Hollywood's going to come look for you out here, you're fucking mistaken, man. I'm sorry to tell you.
At what point do you think would be smart to move out?
You need to get the fuck to Hollywood as fast as possible. Do you understand? You have to build these relationships. Mm-hmm. Do you think people get booked by talent? And that's a misunderstanding with people. Yeah, you have to have somewhat talent. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of people with talent. There's a lot of people that are listening to this podcast going, I have a fucking shitload of talent. Yeah, but nobody's there to fucking show it.
Right.
Do you understand? You need friends that go, hey, my buddy. Dude, do you know that Jim Carrey used to go to the store? Yeah. And that's really a good place. The store, the Improv, the Laugh Factory, anything in Hollywood, wherever you get in. But the fact that Jim Carrey was at the store doing all these fucking voices, that's one of the Wayans brothers saying, hey, there's a guy named Jim Carrey, dude, does a fucking bunch of characters. We should bring him into fucking living color. What happened to him after that? That's it. He's not from LA. He's from Canada. But he hung out at the store, dude. You've never heard a story about a success going, yeah, so I went to the IE, right? And then that's where I found the fucking talented guy.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble. If you think Hollywood's going to come and look for you, yes, it would. If you are disciplined enough to create enough content on your YouTube channel to become fucking relevant, and then they call you and say, now move to Hollywood. So regardless, you're going to have to fucking move to Hollywood. Or you're going to have to move to somewhere where they produce this shit. Because you're in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
Sorry to tell you that. So you wanting to stay in the IE is not going to happen. Eventually, you're going to end up in Hollywood. So either you do it now or you do it later. But if you do it now, you at least build relationships with friends that maybe can help you to get to the fucking top. And that's really the fucking truth. Any questions?
That's a very big mic drop moment.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Was that too hard?
No. It was good.
I'm sorry, you IE people. I'm one of you.
No, I that's one of the things that I think I didn't foster well enough in the beginning is speaking bluntly in the IE. We there's a lot of cushion there, and I think that it's being stripped down slowly with other types of comedians coming in and being way more aggressive, but which I like. But that's if IE people are listening, I'm just continue to be blunt with each other. But I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. So I compartmentalize the business and the art form for myself. The art form is what makes me happy. It's I don't want to muddy that. So I look at the buddy system as the business, and I look at my stand-up as my art. So with the business, I want everyone in the IE to step up, and I want myself to step up. I want it to, what is it? Iron sharpens iron. I want everybody to. Yeah. Is there? Would you suggest any sort of rallying thing? Is there anything that can be done that would make everyone continue to keep pushing each other?
I'll be honest with you. The IE is gonna hate you.
Can I be blunt? Not to say they don't already, but
drink, have a drink. Yeah, I'm gonna have a drink too because it's gonna.
I agree. The IE is the armpit of the universe, bud. It's just conveniently located, 45 minutes away from anywhere.
I've accepted.
Can I tell you what Aaron's trying to do? Aaron's trying to do what I used to want to do with Refried. And
it's going to be sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad.
Let's do it.
With Refried, I always thought we needed a voice. And I always thought we needed a representation. And I thought I was that guy. I thought I was going to be that voice. And everybody has their own fucking plan, man. I'll be honest with you. Everybody, even though the people you work with, the people that kiss your ass, the people that always go to your show, they have their own fucking plan. You're just a means to an end. To their fucking plan, whatever the fucking plan is. There is no secret answer. There is no organization. Your fucking buddy system, my Refried show, none of this shit is ever going to fucking matter. At the end of the day is how hard you want to work for your fucking dream. Now, this is what the buddy system offers, and that's what people don't fucking understand, dude. Easier way to get there. Refried was an easier way to get there. But their egos, the egos around you, the egos around me when I was trying to build Refried was too big to look at that and see the bigger picture. People don't understand this. When they told me, hey, Richard, there's no more Refried show at the Hollywood Improv, you know what I did? I told my manager, cancel whoever the fuck we have booked in the next 2 shows. Because they just told me I only have 2 shows left. And book every Mexican or every Latino comic you can find. I don't give a fuck if they started yesterday.
Yeah.
They're doing my show. Because I understood that once I left the fucking Hollywood Improv, nobody was going to be able to get in that was Latino. Now you tell me, besides Jesus Trejo, who the fuck gets to do the Hollywood Improv? That's Latino. So don't bullshit me that I was fucking wrong. And there's guys that did my shows, those last 2 shows, that they know who the fuck they are. That was the last time they did the Hollywood Improv. So once we get a spot to get in, don't blame the guy that brought you in. Enjoy the moment, cherish it, and try to get back in there. But they set the rules. Do you understand? Not you, not me, not anybody else. We're not club owners. They own the clubs. But I'm just letting you know, man. That's it, man. It's up to fucking them. If they want to let you in, they'll let you in and let you play. But there is no straight answer. Nobody can promise you fucking success.
I have another question.
Yes, give me
you said Eagles, the Eagles. So dealing with Eagles on a personal level. Dealing with hearing people talk about the buddy system in negative ways, whatever to me at this point, like we were talking about before. Yeah. Dealing with people on a personal level is a little more difficult now because I haven't had an issue as of recent, but I was having some issues with people getting aggressive with me if they weren't getting booked.
Yes.
And I would always try to explain, like, it's not a personal thing. If you're not getting booked for whatever reason, it's purely about the show and the quality of the show.
You know what I have to say to these guys? Did you write a new 10 minutes? Did you write a new 15? Did you write a new 20? Did you write 1 fucking minute, bro? Because I keep booking you and you keep doing the same fucking joke, bro. Do you understand? Like, I want this camera to look at me. Fuck everybody else. You want this man to book you to his fucking show when you haven't wrote a fucking new joke in 6 months. Do you understand? Second, you don't tell anybody on your fucking Facebook that you're going to be performing anywhere near fucking Riverside, but yet you want a fucking spot. Do you understand that? Yet you want everybody to do your fucking work and get your fucking audience when you haven't done shit for your own fucking career, then fuck you. Do you understand that? Don't blame him for your shortcomings. Make yourself undeniable. Make yourself useful. Make yourself a person that he says, if this motherfucker doesn't show up, this shit's not going to be popping. Be that motherfucker. Don't just come and bitch and whine because you can't do your same fucking 6 minute. You've been doing it for the fucking 6 months. I'm sorry, bro.
I feel like we're about to go in, I don't know, a football field right now. That was really...
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I was like, because it just pisses me off.
That took me back to basketball days, bro.
Dude,
God
that's
damn.
a lot of the IE comics, dude. You hit it on the head.
Oh, my God.
I used to be like that sometimes, too. But I mean, I tried to bring people.
Mediocre motherfuckers. If you were special, you think he would fucking have to chase you down? Dude, if you were fucking that good, he'd be like, please come to my show. If he's not pleading for you to come to the show, trust me, you're not there.
Oh, shit.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
It's all good, man.
I'm sorry.
It was very passionate.
Shit.
It was beautiful.
All right, so that solves that question.
Okay.
All right.
So in terms of monetization, here are my ideas, and then tell me when I'm wrong. So we want to try to build up the podcast. That's something that doesn't require a lot of physical movement. Once we get in office, organize everything, we want to be able to make a little bit of money that way. Yes. We want people to pay for tickets at the Improv specifically is what we're looking for big money.
Good.
And we want to. We're done accepting doing free open mics and free book shows. We're done with it. We don't need a lot of money. Like, we're not asking for an exorbitant amount of money, but we always ask for a budget because we want to start paying comics. So we want to develop a reputation as a place that may not give you a lot of money at first, but you're getting 20, 10, 15, whatever it is that we can afford at this moment that we'll eventually expand on.
Smart way of thinking.
Okay.
You have to eat, man. You have to create. You have to get out of that fucking 9 to 5. You understand?
Yeah.
And if your fans are listening to me, they have to understand too, man. You gotta listen to this. In order for you to be able to sit down and just write jokes and be creative every day, you need the entire week. You need to sit there and just write and be creative. And so when your fans come to see your show, they can expect a new joke. You can't expect a fucking new joke when I've been working at UPS all week. You understand? I've been busting my ass, and I haven't had time. And I'm not blaming you. I get it. A lot of comics have done it other ways. But you can't expect your fucking comic, your favorite comic, to create new shit when you never pay a fucking ticket. Does that make sense? Yeah, you cheer him on as long as you get a fucking free ticket. But once you don't get a free ticket, you're like, fuck that. I'm not going to go. That's bullshit, dude. This guy brings you joy. If you pay $10, he can probably stay home now and write a fucking joke for you. Maybe be more creative because he doesn't have to go to UPS. But fans need to know that. Fans need to know that they need to support their artist and go, this is the guy I want to cheer for. And if you book him to your show, they should pay that ticket and go, whatever it takes for Johnny to fucking make it. I'm good. That's all.
Okay. I have 2 questions that popped out of that.
All right. Good.
All right. First one is, where does this passion come from for new comics? Because I get the vibe do you do this often with different?
No.
Okay.
Why would I talk to you? You know what it was? I've been touring a lot. I've been touring all over the country, all over the world. And then me and my wife bought a house out here in Fontana. I love this place. I love the idea. I love it because it's not Hollywood. You get it? It's not fucking downtown. It's my little girl fucking rides her bike outside. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. But now that I started looking to my community, I started looking at what's going on around me. And I started looking at what you're doing, and I'm seeing me and you back in the day. And I go, wow, like shit. I know a lot of these comics that might see my comments as being rude or being an asshole or who the fuck are you? But at the end of the day, man, listen. You have to learn how to be happy. As a comic, you're fucked up somehow.
Yeah.
You don't become a comic just because you want. The most scariest thing is public speaking. Second thing is being dead or being killed. First thing, the most fearful thing you can ever fucking experience is public speaking. For most people. Do you understand? For most people. For us, we don't give a fuck. But for most people. So we're born with that gift of not giving a fuck what people think. You understand? So for me to be able to do this for a living and make a living, have a house, have a wife, and then look at you guys and going like, why are you guys working so hard? It's not that hard. You just gotta fucking work, write jokes, perform. But you put yourselves in your own way. And that's what's frustrating, because I know eventually so many people are gonna hate you, and so many people are gonna hate other people for no fucking reason. For some fucking joke. For some bullshit. I'm serious. There's friendships that are gonna break up, and you don't know it yet, but they're gonna break up for some bullshit joke that 14 other comics thought of it, and they put it on Netflix, and you're like, oh fuck, I stopped talking to Jorge because of this. What the fuck?
I feel like you're picturing a real thing that's happened.
No, I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, you young comics, stop fighting for the bullshit. Stop fighting for the bullshit jokes. They're all hacky. If you haven't been doing comedy for 10 years, you're hacky. Do you understand? After 18 years, finally talk about some real shit. So for you to tell me that you're a comic and you know what the fuck you haven't talked about shit. And you're losing relationships for some bullshit joke. Do you understand that? Stop the bullshit. You're both broke. Do you understand? Nobody gives a fuck about both of you. And you're fighting for a fucking joke that nobody gives a fuck about, and nobody gives a fuck about both of you. But yet you're fucking ready to get rid of that relationship for that fucking piece of shit joke. Why don't you just talk about it and say, you do it, I won't. That's it. Come to a fucking agreement. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because I know you're dealing with this bullshit right now. And let me tell you, people with money, people that make it, do you think I give a fuck who does my jokes? I don't give a shit. I've already made it. I don't give a fuck. If somebody tells me, so-and-so does your joke, I don't give a fuck. Congratulations. I'll think of a new one. That's all I'm saying. If you're that fucking badass, you would just think of a new one.
It sounds like if I were to put it in my words, my very calm words, it would just be don't be petty.
Yes, don't be petty.
Yeah.
God damn, let it go.
Yeah.
Guys, you're all fucking the same rat hole.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out. How about that? How about everybody in the IE concentrates on how the fuck we get the fuck out? How do we create our own wave? How do we create our own lane? That's what I really want to talk about. Is how does the buddy system, how does everybody in the IE goes, you know what, fuck Hollywood. Let's make our own noise. We have our own stadiums.
Yeah.
We don't need the fucking Staples Center. We got the Toyota Center. We don't need anything else. We do our own shit here.
Is there anything that you're seeing that I haven't talked about where you're like, if you try this out, that'll create another lane or another avenue that I just maybe have not noticed? Maybe it's a blind side to me.
Not you. It's the rest of the people around you.
Okay.
Meaning you have something in you that you created, the buddy system.
Yeah.
And that's something that people don't need.
George Frito, before you keep, I wanted to make it clear that George Frito, he's my business partner. We would not be able to do this without George.
No, George may not be here, but regardless, you and George.
He's in spirit.
Yeah, he's in spirit. George, we love you, bro. I'm not trying to say anything. George, you're in part of this. But George, I want you to listen to this, and I want you to listen to this, is this. How many other people in the IE have ever thought of doing something like this? How many other people said, fuck it, I'm willing to organize this thing? So all you lazy motherfuckers that want to criticize this shit, do you understand that? Then why don't you fucking do it? Why don't you create your own fucking buddy system? Now you want to shit on this? Instead of that, why don't you come over here and join us? Do the best you can and fucking set up an organization with you and George and everybody else and say, okay, how do we get organized? How do we make a fucking movement? How do we fucking make noise that Hollywood turns around and says, we gotta go to the IE?
You know what?
How the fuck are they selling the fucking Toyota Center? And none of us know about it? The IE sold out the Toyota Center and none of us know about it? Don't you think Hollywood would fucking rush down here and say, why can't we get a nickel of that?
Speaking of that, there have been other people that have tried to start, stuff, that have started stuff. So I guess shouts out, as they say. Is that what the kids are saying?
Okay.
All right. Killing It Productions. I want to say that is who is that? You're on one of their shows, aren't you?
Killing It Production?
Yeah. That is.
So what
happened? The Pomona boys.
Well, what happened to Killing It Productions?
Oh, they still exist. Let's see. They got a thing. And it's Paul Antonio's crew. So they're in Pomona, and then then there's Danny Frank, and Danny Frank, Nick Laney, and other. God damn it! I'm so sorry, guys. It's here. I've been taking a break off social media and looking at it.
Yeah.
But those guys have started stuff. I want what you were saying. I agree with other people starting stuff. And I wanted to acknowledge that those people did that. Killing It Productions and fuck what can you look up shit?
I can.
Oh, yeah, it's on there. Just
Danny, man, Danny Frank, Nick Laney, and some other people.
What do you want? Do you want their Instagram handles?
Their production company. I know Killing It Production, and then they made one.
But all of those mean nothing until you put asses in seats.
Yeah.
So even if you and then Killing It Productions or anybody else got together and said, hey, let's make some noise.
Yeah.
Let's let Hollywood come down to the IE. That's the only reason they would come.
So everybody killing it.
Just killing it, but you gotta get off the petty shit. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense, bro.
Get off the fucking petty shit. Oh, I'm funny. I don't give a fuck. Guess who? There's a lot of unfunny motherfuckers on TV.
Yeah.
So you being funny means nothing.
I've seen Big Bang Theory.
You see what I mean? So, you unfunny doesn't mean shit. You being funny doesn't mean shit. But if all of you guys get together and says, hey, fuck that. Let's make our own wave. Let's make our own noise. And we're out here in the IE. And if people want to show up, they can show up.
Yeah.
Your own festival. Why isn't there an IE comedy festival?
Because we have the money.
Fuck the money. You can do it. You have the numbers.
Yeah.
But have you talked to fucking the other production companies?
About setting something like that up? No.
Dude, that's the thing is you gotta think outside the box, man. You gotta say, fuck it, let's do it. How many fucking other comics can we get together? Dude, if you're fucking 300-400 people just show up to a venue, any other venue go, why aren't you bringing them here?
Yeah.
But if that's your first festival, you go, then you didn't say.
Yeah.
You don't think the Ontario Improv will be jumping at the opportunity to say, fuck that, pack our fucking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I don't give a fuck night.
They let us do that.
Exactly. Crazy. But there is no festival behind it.
Yeah.
There's not a group of people behind it. What's up? What did you find?
I found Killing It Productions, and that's Paul Antonio. He's
I've said. I think I've said that one
a bunch of times, but I couldn't find Nick Laney's.
It was Danny Frank and Nick Laney, and it's like a Star Trek fucking reference.
Whatever.
I promise you, I think it's a Star Trek thing. It's like the fleet or something.
I haven't seen anything about it on Instagram.
That's upsetting to me.
All right, what else do you have, bro?
Oh, okay. What pitfalls have I not brought up that are like you seem to go back into your inner soul, back into your 20s, and you seem to be in horror every time you think about it? What's some of the stuff that I don't want to deal with?
Egos.
Okay.
Who are your best friends? Can you name them right now?
George Frito, William Henderson, Alec Damani, Jonathan Tynes, Stephen Roth, Carlos Patino. It goes on from there, but whoever else is listening, don't be petty.
Yes. Okay, let me tell you. The good thing he didn't name you, you probably won't be friends with them in 10 years from now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what? Huh?
You won't be
friends.
That
was very depressing, man.
You won't be friends.
Oh.
Not because it's a bad thing.
Okay.
And I want them to listen to what I'm about to say. It's not that you won't be friends. It's just that you won't be close.
Okay.
Does that make sense? The time you spend with them 10 years from now, it's not going to be there.
Yeah.
You both moved on. They did their thing. You do your thing. They maybe have families. Maybe they continue doing comedy. Maybe they didn't. But the thing is, you can't hold grudges, bro. Do you understand? Whatever they decide to do with their life is what they decide to do with their lives. Whatever you decide to do with your life is what you decide to do with your life. But they don't stop being your friends. If you call them, they'll greet you like a friend. You are the one that puts those barriers up. Do you understand? You are the one that's going to feel like you're betrayed. You're going to be like, oh, you don't talk to me now because you don't do comedy, or you don't talk to me because I'm doing this. No, it's you. It's up to you. If you care about that relationship, you're going to call them back and say, hey, what's it going? How's it going? You want to go out? Let's do this. It's that. It's the time you put into it. Don't blame them for it. Don't feel like they don't like you because you're successful now. Don't feel like, oh, they're just hating. No. They haven't called you because they don't want to bother you. Do you understand? And I know it maybe not makes sense anymore. It doesn't make any sense now. But when it does happen, you're going to be like, oh, fuck, this is what he was talking about.
I'm going to rewatch this.
Yes.
I'm going to go back to the archives.
Because right now you ain't shit. Nobody's shit.
Yeah, no one cares a fuck about me.
Exactly. But when somebody does, you're going to feel like, oh, shit, those guys never called me back. You know why they didn't call you back? Because they didn't want to bother you. Call them back. Because your only true friends were those friends. Because you'll find yourself with a lot of fake friends. And then you got to go, fuck, who are my real friends? The ones you stopped talking to.
Okay, so now I'm in a Mr. Miyagi phase.
Okay.
It's like every new speech has a different vibe. I love it. It's also inspirational. All right, so this is a thing I've been running into specifically with street stand-up in Redlands. And that is, I've been going to the same spot over and over and over again, to the point where people in that area, in that particular small little scene, recognize me. And so they'll come up and they'll talk to me. And I'm trying to figure out how to interact with them in a way that's like...
Why are you going to the street?
It's a mixture of wanting to get better at comedy and putting myself in the most difficult possible situation.
How old are you?
28.
28. Okay, you're an adult. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Oh,
Have you spoken to your local schools?
No.
Have you spoken to any of your junior highs or high schools?
I have not.
Ask them to let you come in. Performing is performing. And I think you have a better understanding of what the future holds for you. And also, you'll have a stage. And you can do it clean. Meaning, go in there and pitch them anti-bullying. You know what I mean? And write material about that. Comedy is comedy, bro. If somebody tells you, oh, you're funny. No, funny is funny. Meaning you are here because somehow, some way, somebody laughed at you and you felt like you have the comedic gift, right? That's why we're here. So that means you can go into a fucking junior high school and make everybody laugh. Go there, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about the streets, bro. I mean, in Peru, let me tell you what I know about this. In Peru, people are street performers, okay? And in Peru, you can say all sorts of shit. Here, people are more pompous. And if you start talking about dick or ass or pussy, they're going to walk away. If you don't have their kids fucking dance... Dude, you want me to tell you how you get a crowd around you and they won't leave? Because I did this for fucking 4 years at Universal City Walk.
Okay.
This is what I would do. I would grab every kid, as many kids as I can from their parents. The parents cannot leave. Do you understand? And I would have a dance contest. And I would take my sweet time with those fucking kids because I had a half hour to fill. And trust me, the audience loved the little kids dancing because they go, wow, this kid's going bananas. The DJ is playing some fucking reggaeton song and they're doing perreando and they're doing all sorts of crazy fucking flips and everybody's loving it. That's street performing. You want to be insightful, you want to fucking say real fucking material, you're not going to get it in the streets. I'm being honest with you, bro. You'll lose your fucking ability to have any shame and you can just perform on the spot, but you won't develop any new material.
Okay.
Now, if you are already shameless, I'm shameless, bro. I can go into any room at any time and I can open up my mouth and start talking to people.
Yeah.
That's being shameless, bro. I can just be funny. So if you already feel like you're funny, I think you're wasting your time in the street performing. I think more than anything, get into presentations, go into fucking public speaking, learn how to enunciate, learn how to fucking project with your voice, know how to fluctuate in different tones, know how to change character voices, start learning how to speak eloquently in front of people, be able to be a chameleon, be able to perform for a bunch of white people and be able to perform for a bunch of ghetto people.
Yeah.
And if you can do both, that's what we call culture switching or something like that.
Code switching.
Code shifting or switching.
I said
Code switching.
Yeah.
And you have that ability.
Yeah.
You can go and perform for a bunch of white doctors, and then you go, "What's up, motherfuckers?" And then turn it all around. So once you have that ability, bro, you'll be able to perform for everybody. I don't know. Did I talk a lot? I know I did.
You always talk a lot.
I know I do talk a lot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're good. No, I have another question.
Yes.
I'm going to hit up high schools. Are there any other strange venues that I could hit up?
Listen, I'm going to be straight honest with everybody. Nobody gives a fuck about you if you don't sell tickets.
Okay.
Get your social media up. Get your fan base up. Get people fucking wanting to see you. Give them a reason to wanting to see you. If that video tells them, fuck, I want to see more about this motherfucker, then that's it. That video that you posted is going to make you a difference. No radio, no television exists anymore. Get your shit out there. Record a video. I recorded a video right now about how Tito's Vodka gave me a sweater for my little girl Ken's doll. That's it. I hope that fucking makes me famous one day.
It's content.
Just keep busting out shit because there's a girl that said, catch me outside, that will fucking sell more tickets than you.
And then she slapped someone with a shovel, right?
Exactly.
Is that a thing?
Is that the same girl?
Yeah, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Somebody's selling tickets and it's not you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Get your shit out there.
So when it comes to the social media stuff, that is definitely George's thing. So he knows. I just learned how to do a story on Instagram.
Okay, me too. I'm with you on that.
I've been killing it. When it comes to the social media stuff, this is less for me, and this is if George, I guess, listens to it. What would you suggest be done with social media? How do you think that can be improved?
George, here it is. You don't know the half of it. Get an expert. Let's not fuck around. I'll be honest with you. And I'm telling you right now in this podcast, I'm going to start paying $1,500 a month to get a social media expert. That's the level we're fucking with. So get there. Get there. Meaning, I'm sorry, George, all the fucking posts you can do and whatever, there's companies already with relationships with Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. There are companies dedicated to producing money for these companies that now are in cahoots with these other partners that you know nothing about. So you think that your video is going to go viral? You can go fuck yourself. These people already connected the market and said, no, in order for somebody to be famous now, they need to pay us. And that's why I now pay $1,500 a month.
Okay.
That's the honest truth. I'm sorry. The glory days, the fucking cowboy days, the anybody can become famous days are over.
Dane Cook, that era.
Those Dane Cook days are over. Now you have to pay.
Okay. So hitting the road. I've only been out of the state once, and it was in Las Vegas. I had a blast, met a lot of comics, and they seemed to respect me, which was nice.
Yes.
But recently, me, William Henderson, and Jonathan Tynes are going to do a run. I think that's what it's called, a run, as they say, in Idaho. So I basically called every bar and every coffee shop in Idaho, and we set up our own shows throughout the week. So they're going to pay us not a lot. We're renting a van. We're bringing the equipment like a band, essentially.
Yeah.
And then we booked a different comic for each show at each venue out there so that we can make connections there. Am I missing anything? Is there anything to add or take away from something
Keep doing it.
Okay.
That's it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And the only thing I would say is the guys from Idaho, when they come to LA, treat them the same way they treated you.
Like shit. No.
No. If they come here, you give them the same treatment. If you go to Idaho and that guy from Idaho goes, man, you ever seen a dead buffalo? And they show you a dead buffalo, you better fucking give them the equivalent of that shit in the IE.
So like a dog that got hit by the car.
Exactly, whatever the fuck that is.
Go see
Show
the
them a good
Hobo
time.
Village.
A skunk.
That's all I'm saying. Show them a good time. Show them a good time.
The
Let
homeless
them
people.
know. Let them know they're home.
Okay,
So keep doing what you're doing. This is it. There is no other way.
So in terms of hitting the road, my logic with Idaho was the same logic that you were saying about the IE, where no one gives a shit. Like, I picked a state where it does not to say it doesn't matter. Like, you know, everywhere matters. But in terms of Idaho versus being seen in New York, they're completely different experiences.
Of course.
So my logic was like, if we go there and we fuck up every night, at least it was in Idaho.
Yes.
that was kind of my logic. I don't know if that makes...
That is very important. Yes.
Okay.
Idaho people really don't send emails complaining to
Right.
TMZ saying this guy sucks.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. So, I'm thinking I might do this as a summer thing. Every summer, I'm going to expand it. And the shows that we do well... I'm sorry, what?
Can I tell you some things on the road, though?
Yeah.
Don't smoke any weed you didn't see rolled yourself.
Oh, ooh, I sent a story.
Oh, bro. I've been to Fresno, bro. I smoked the fucking joint that I didn't see being rolled.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I ever smoked a Primo. Do you know what a Primo is? Coke and marijuana, bro. And it was the fucking hardest shakes I ever fucking had in my life, bro. I never want to experience that shit in my life ever again. I was like, And so, tips on the road, this is it.
Okay.
Don't ever accept a drink that somebody gave you that hasn't been open, that was already open. That shit, you don't trust it. You put it on the side.
Thought that was for attractive women.
Exactly. Let it touch your lips. Take it off. Dude, trust me, comics. This is the thing, bro. And this may be something I learned in Mexico, too. The promoter just paid you. And so, if you're drunk, you don't know where you left your wallet. The promoter just paid you. And if you get mugged outside, that's not his fault. He paid you for your show. See, the longer you stay there to party, the longer you're going to fucking risk getting fucking mugged. See, that promoter's bitter. Now he's going like, fuck, man. I booked these guys, thought they were going to make $1 million, but they only make fucking $500. I didn't even cover my bar tab. I didn't even cover the fucking labor. But his buddy shows up and he fucking tells him, give me your money. Now he's up $500. It's fucking horrible, bro. That's really the fucking road life.
Got me
bro.
real paranoid now.
No, bro. That means you keep your money away, bro. If dude, my dad told me this when he says, dude, if you're ever gonna be with a hooker, put your money in your fucking coat, put it in the closet, and put all your stuff away.
Yeah.
The hooker will then go through your shit, and she won't find shit, and she will leave. Then you can open up your shit, and your fucking wallet's there, everything's there.
Sounds like a don't trust anybody.
Exactly, don't trust anybody, bro. Sorry to tell you, man.
That's nerve wracking, man. I've been like nervous. Have you been to Idaho? I assume you have.
I have been to Idaho.
What the fuck is it like, man?
Nothing. There's nothing in Idaho, bro. You are it.
Okay.
You are the entertainment.
Do you think then, because my logic was, that was the other part of my logic was, because there's nothing, as soon as people see a flyer, they're gonna be like, well, I want to see there's black people. What is it? Like, I would.
Yeah, but then there's like the drinking at my house. We can play poker at my house. Fuck this guy.
Wait. What happened?
There's other shit. Like there's other shit in Idaho. They have their own shit. You know, they have their own shit. But listen, I want to thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Dude. We're running out of time. But any handles you want to give? Anything?
My Instagram's AaronChase91, and the Buddy System is the Buddy System Co. on Instagram. We have a podcast network which is on Podbean and iTunes. I think we're putting it on YouTube.
Nice.
And we got the Ontario Improv on March 3rd.
This will be out before March 3rd, so good.
Yes.
Good March 3rd.
Awesome,
yes,
awesome.
I'll get
March
it out.
3rd, Ontario Improv. Tickets are available on their website. Like he was,
Please support
Jesus Christ.
Piece of shits. Please support.
I didn't say you're a piece of shit, but yeah, please support.
I will. You piece of shits. Please support. All right.
Thank you, man.
All right. You got
awesome.
it, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. That is it.